Hello beautiful people. Do you want your thumbnails to look like this? Then continue watching. The first thing we need to do is use the YouTube thumbnail ratio. You can find a template for this on Google or just set the ratio as 1280 times 720. The next thing I like to do is find a background photo on Pinterest. I sped this up because it always takes me ages to find something that I like. Now go back into Ibis Paint and import the background photo. Once your background is in, it's time to put in your Royale High or Roblox avatar. If you're using Royale High, you can get this by screenshotting your avatar in front of a green screen in Earth, Sunset Island, etc. If using Roblox, there are various green screen games you could use. Which game you use just depends on personal preference. Also, don't worry, I didn't delete the background. I just hid it so that I could delete the green screen on my avatar. Speaking of, the next step is to remove the background of your screenshot as best as you can. You can do this by using the bucket eraser tool and the normal eraser tool. I also like to adjust the brightness of my screenshot, since it is often too dark, but this is of course completely optional. Now make any adjustments you want, and put your avatar on either side of the canvas. Once that is done, I like to adjust the color of the background. Personally, I do this by filling the canvas with the color I want, then playing around with the blending mode. You can also use some of the pre-made Ibis Paint effects though. I just find doing it yourself often looks better. Again, make all the adjustments you want to this. Once I finish coloring the background, I do the same but on the screenshot of my avatar. Remember to clip the coloring layer on top of the layer of your character. Once coloring is finished, go into Effects and add Zoom Blur to the background. This is again optional, but I think it looks better. Once that's done, start editing your text. I sped this up a lot because it takes me forever to find fonts I like. I recommend using different fonts for each text you add. Honestly, for me, thumbnails are a big trust the process thing. Haha. Also, I'm aware that it's difficult to see the text at the moment. You'll see why soon. Once that's done, rasterize the layer. Now make another layer and clip it. Optional once again, but I like to add a little gradient type thing. I again feel like it adds extra spice and makes it look better. When that's done, merge the layers. Now time to add effects. I like to add stroke outer and then glow outer. Make sure to add those same two effects to your avatar layer as you go too. Now let's add a layer right above the background layer and add a frame. This makes the whole thumbnail somehow look so much better. When all of that is done, it's finally time to add the finishing details. I like to add symbols that match my video or my channel or avatar aesthetic. In this case, I'm doing shells since my main avatar is based of mermaids or summer. To make it match the rest of the thumbnail, I also add the outline and glow to the shells too. You can experiment with this however you want. I also added a mermaid symbol since my avatar is a mermaid. Now add your last details. Extra color, sparkles, hearts, anything you want. That's all for today's video. I hope to see you again soon.